In this section for the tutorials for placing down tags, we're going to show you how to place a tag down with a leader. Practicad gives you the ability to place down a leader line before the tag is attached to the drawing. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the tag bin and we're going to select the tag Elevation 0 with leader. We're going to click once to start the tag. The second we click on the tag we'd like to use, Practicad, if the leader option is checked in the actual tag itself, and there are separate tutorials in designing custom tags, if the leader option is checked, Practicad is going to ask us to specify the leader start point first. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we click on the point that we would like to start our tag. Currently, to grab the proper point, most of the time you're going to want to make sure that your object snaps are on. So you'll notice that the O snaps are on currently for this tutorial. What we're going to do is we're going to click where we'd like to start. So here we're going to say we're going to start our leader line right here. And we click once. The next thing Practicad is doing is it's saying to specify the next point of leader. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold down to right here and we're going to decide that that's as long as we want the starting point of the leader line. We're going to click a second time. Once we do that, you can see that Practicad is starting to draw the leader. Now what we need to do is draw the next part of the leader. Now there are no limitations to as many leader lines as you want. You can actually have 50 leader lines on the drawing if you'd like. In this tutorial, we're only going to draw 2. Now we chose an elevation tag in here in particular because many users would like to have their elevation tag so that the top elevation is above the leader line and the bottom elevation is below the leader line. So to do that, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you're holding your tag by the proper hold points. Notice currently I am holding my tag. We're going to the tab button in the item box by the Z center right. Take a look if we were to switch it to the Z center left. Then what would happen is the tag itself, once we click on a leader line, the tag would actually be right next to it. So what we're going to do here just to demonstrate is we're going to put the tag right next to it. However, if you would like the tag to be over the leader line, then what you'd like to do is hold it by a different position. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the tag bin. We're going to click once. We're going to start the leader point. Then we're going to come down and click a second time here. And what we're going to do is while we're drawing, we're going to say to hold this by the center right. And that's going to allow us to simply line up our tag exactly where we want it. And then we're going to click for the second leader point line. So here we're going to click again. Now we can continue to draw leaders on the drawing, but once we've drawn the leader line, you can see that the leader line is there. The tag is not placed yet, just the leader line. What we're going to do is we're just going to put this tag right over that leader line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to right click and hit enter. We do that when we've already drawn the correct number of leader lines. So here we've only drawn 2. And now we're going to hit enter. Once we do that, Practicad is now going to ask us to pivot this tag along the point we were holding it, which happens to be the center right portion. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the polar tracking just to line this up with 0, and we're going to click again. And once we've done that, Practicad has successfully placed the tag down. In this particular tutorial, it's placed a leader line down to this point and then through the tag. This way we got the top and bottom elevations above it and below it. That'll conclude the tutorial on placing down tags with leader lines.